Hi, I'm here to talk about the new requirement for 2024 called BOI, Beneficial Ownership Information. And here's everything you need to know about it, because if you're not compliant, you'll either get fined or you could even go to jail. I'm Vincenzo Villamena, CPA. Let's get into it. So again, as I mentioned, BOI stands for Beneficial Ownership Information. Okay, it's a new requirement for this year, and it's actually done by the Financial Crimes Enforcement Unit, which is called FinCEN. The real question is, what info needs to be reported? Now, if you are deemed a beneficial owner, which we'll get into, you need to report your name, your date of birth, your address, and your passport number. And the real question, of course, is, well, who is the beneficial owner? A beneficial owner is somebody with substantial control, right? It could be anyone like a director, anyone in the C-suite, executive, president, anyone who actually, makes decisions for the entity. Or it could just be a shareholder who has more than 25% of the shares. The question is, of course, when you must present. Now, if you open the LLC before January 1st, 2024, then you have all year until January 1st of 2025 to file. If you open the LLC during 2024, then you have within 90 days of the incorporation date. And after January 1st of 2025, it's within 30 days from the incorporation date. Now the question is, what about non-compliance consequences? So you have two issues. You might have a civil issue, right? And that's where you actually are fined $500 a day for non-compliance, or even a criminal issue. And that's where you would get up to a $10,000 fine and up to 2 years in prison. So again, this is something that's very serious. We've dealt with the Financial Crimes Network before, and they do mean business. Now, of course, there are always exceptions to the rule. However, there's not many. One is for government entities. If it is a government entity, then you don't have to report it. Also, if it's an insurance company, it's not reportable. And then finally, banks don't have to report. A few questions that we get from our clients are, what about self-directed IRAs? So technically, self-directed IRAs are not exempt. So again, when in doubt, we always tell people to file. And so you as a manager of this self-directed IRA does need to file. We've also seen many custodians require their clients to file this. So we will go with that being a filing requirement. Some other clients ask, well, what about trusts? And for trust, the real question is this company filing paperwork with the Secretary of State or a similar office? And so in most cases for trust, there is some paperwork filing, except for common living trust for probate. In that case, you may not need to file, because generally those structures actually are done with a private notary public and nothing's filed with the state. And if the trust is deemed to be reportable, then who must file? The trustee definitely has to file. However, the protector of the trust would have to file. Any beneficiary who is to receive any money from the trust would have to file. And if it is a grantor trust, then the actual grantor or settler would have to file. So again, there is a lot of questions about this. And as you know, the fines and the prison time are real. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. I'm Vincenzo Villamena, CPA, signing off. Thank you.